Shoot. Well, I messed that up.
What's that?
Once again,
Sorry.
I don't know, you guys. Why can I hit the button at the right time? And then I thought I did, and I did, and I hit it again and undid it. So we'll trim that off when I upload this
And I'm
later.
completely out of it. I didn't realize it was already live.
Joelle wasn't looking. I mean, this is just who we are. We love you, and if anybody's here, we're so happy to see you. Welcome to Awkward Channeling,
Right.
where we are just silly, goofy, awkward, and well, you know. So
Us.
today we are talking about when your guides creep you out. Hint, it's not your guides.
Right.
And kind of what to do about that kind of thing.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what we're Oh my gosh, we're just having
We are
giggle session
completely
for a
out
minute.
of it today, so y'all just bear with us.
We're just always this way. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but
I
sometimes
always
you
think,
will. I'm sorry.
yeah, no. I always think we're gonna be more organized than we are, and then I get let down, and then I tell everybody about it. So
It just never happens. So
welcome. Anyhow, so there are times, and I think we've probably both had this experience at one point or another, where something is near you and it kind of creeps you out, and you think, oh, maybe this is one of my guides, and you connect with them, and you're getting some kind of weird message that's not very positive. It's not your guides.
yeah.
If you feel creeped out in any way, if you're getting a negative
Right.
message of any form, that is not your guides. It is
Mm-mm.
not. What could it be?
Earthbound spirits,
Could be earthbound
different
spirits,
entities.
could be negative energy
Yeah.
entities, could be really many different things.
Right.
But if it's creeping you out in the least bit, is not a guide.
Yeah. Because one of my, and I always say this, if it's telling you negative stuff, if it's telling you stuff to scare you, it's not part of your team. It's not a guide. It's not of the light. So just don't listen to it.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. And it's something you really just don't want to put yourself in a position to open up to something like that. I will share this real quick because they just brought this to my head. When I was first beginning to understand that there was something else, we lived in this apartment at the time, and it had very old heaters. It was just this little square heater on the wall, and it had like a dial that you had to turn on, and it clicked, and then you turned. So you had to actually use, some muscle to do it. And one day that turned on all by its lonesome while we were all in the kitchen. We heard it because it makes a noise and you can hear the click. And we were like, walked out there, nothing, nobody. And we made an assumption that it was that was the kid's grandparents.
Yeah.
And so we interacted with it. And then things got worse. The answer machine was going off. We were kind of fighting amongst each other. Like things just weren't the way they should be. But I had no real knowledge at that point. So that went on for a while until we moved. And then it started happening there. So whatever it was just went with us.
Yeah.
And we ended up having to clear it. But I don't know. What was I going to say? We cannot assume that it is something good.
Right.
What we do now that we know, now that we understand and we've learned some things, you put up protection before you at all start to talk to a guide or anything that might be present. You want to make sure that you have the intention of only interacting with higher light beings, only beings of the light.
Let me see. I'm trying to find that. I should have brought it up already. And these are, some of the things that I've learned and from taking Rachel's class, and like I only allow beings of the highest light into my energy field and space, in every
Mhm.
plane, vibration, dimension, and frequency. And I only connect with beings of the highest light, and that keeps the lower vibrations at bay.
Mhm. For
And
sure.
even, should I pull up the little thing now? Even before I do
Yeah.
anything, when I first come in my room, I'll do the sacred circle here.
Yeah.
And
And we do all this, prior to anything. And really
right,
what this is about is setting the energy. We're
yeah,
setting the energy, we're setting the intention, we're staying within light. We are absolutely not willing to interact with or deal with anything dark.
right.
Um, and
And
anything
I'll
that
even do
doesn't
it, before a Reiki session. I set my circle
oh,
anytime I come in the room,
before
because
you do
you never know what you're
any
gonna get. Yeah.
yeah. You don't the whole idea of this is you do not do really any kind of spiritual
Work.
communication
Right.
without it. So you really do wanna set it, you know,
And
as
then the
regularly as possible.
Oh, sorry. And then the second paragraph, when it's talking about touching the elements, that's if you have an altar. It's not necessary to have an altar, but if you have one, you have the four corners set up, the earth, air, fire, and water. You want to touch them when you say that, but yeah,
Yeah, and I mean, we all heard me say it before, I'm really simple. I still have not put together an altar.
yeah. Well, I mean, you
And
don't have
so I'm not very ceremonial about anything I do. So you don't it depends on who you are and what you wanna do.
yeah,
If you
what
feel
comes
that you
for
need to have, more words and more ceremonials, that's great. I mean, nothing like strengthening it. Um, Nothing wrong with that. If you're a little more simple, it's okay to just use that first,
them.
paragraph about the angels or what have you. But always hold the intention that we only interact with
Right.
beings of the light, you know? At the most simple form that you want that in there,
Yeah.
right? Like the more words you use, the more intention you set, the deeper it is, the better it is.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it's not. But for some people, it's not natural, to use a lot of words and stuff. So,
Right.
I'm just defending myself here.
No, and it's just whatever you're comfortable with. I
It
mean,
really,
like I don't do nearly what I did when I first started out, because I used
this
to
is
be all dramatic and this and that, and
oh yeah,
a 10-minute sacred circle almost just about, now I just quick and easy, because it's like you do build up the confidence and know, hey,
um,
they come in, we can back them up, so
I really found that if you do any kind of regular ritual or intention setting, for a week or two. Like, so if you use the big words, which I did when I first learned this stuff from Rachel, I absolutely did go all the words and, take that time. Yeah, but I'm always looking for a shortcut. And I found that I could make an agreement with my guides that if I do this in the real ceremonial way for the first couple weeks, every day, or every time I'm getting on and talking, so sometimes more than once a day, that I could then shorten the version for my simpleness and they would help it have the full structure. And
yeah.
I think that's where I went. I'm just like, I'm always looking for a shortcut. I can't help
Yeah.
it.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that either. I mean,
I have gone off road
I
to get
had
somewhere
also
faster.
started, I had like my little daily checklist of stuff that I
Yeah.
would say.
Yes.
And I'm like, I'm getting now to where I'm like, you know what? I'm setting the intention that this is good for the whole week.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Whole week is good for the whole week because it gets to be a
Yeah.
lot. And it's like, it's like
Mhm.
getting kind of busy here. I need, to move on. And
Yeah, and I do that too. I do that with specific things like energy around my house. So
right.
like protection or energy around the
Yeah.
house, grounding of that energy in the house. I do that and I ask for it to last as long as possible. And then usually I'll hear a week in my
Yeah.
head and I'll be like, okay, so every week is fine. You can absolutely set those intentions. I mean, I tell people ground, like go through your ceremonial grounding, spend 5-10 minutes,
Right.
really ground, do that every day for a week or two. And during that, ask your guides to start setting it up so that if you're somewhere and you forget that you
Mhm.
haven't grounded, because that's another important part of this is grounding.
Right.
You want to ground, you want to set up your circle. I would tell them, if you forget, just take a second and be like, "Hey guys, I forgot to ground. I need to be grounded," and
Yeah.
and just know it's going to run, so you
Mhm.
can make those deals
I
with
even
your
set
because
up
we're
like,
human.
I guess kind of like a code word. You know,
Mm.
hey, when I say this word, y'all come in and ground me. You know, or even
I just
speak
talk to him in my head. I don't say
it.
nothing out loud. Unless I'm
What
alone.
is what works for you? I mean, it's
It
yeah,
does, yeah.
whatever you're comfortable with. And
Yeah,
you
but yeah,
set that intention and tell them, hey, if I do this, you protect me for this long. I mean, they'll do
yeah,
it. It's
yeah. Oh,
it doesn't
absolutely.
have to be some long drawn out.
No, but it's not bad to use a launch and out thing
No,
either.
no,
So,
we
and
don't
I
always
really
have
do.
the
I
time to do
do.
that though. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. But anytime you're going to communicate with your guides or something around you that you think could be your guides, set the spirit circle, ground your energy first.
yeah,
Be safe with it. If you do connect to something without doing all of that and you are creeped out by it,
yeah,
um, call in Archangel Michael right away.
absolutely.
Right away. Archangel Michael, please clear any and all lower or negative energies, any energies that do not belong to me, and take them into the light. Or instead of that, say, you know, Archangel Michael, remove all the lower negative energies, anything that doesn't belong, and transmute it. You could say that too. So, but you've got to make sure you're telling them take it to the light or transmute it because removing it just puts it over here. That's not what we want to do because then they'll just come back and
Right
visit
back.
again.
Yeah,
Yeah. You know,
I know.
if you have somebody, and then once you have done that and you do like your spirit circle, try to connect in with your guides and find out, is there a reason this is happening? Why was this here? Maybe you can find out. If not, get a session and find out why. Is there
Yeah,
something you're holding or something you're doing that is, calling in something other than your guides?
yeah.
Use
And
it as a
like you
lesson.
said, a lot of times it's lessons for us. To teach us the things like,
Always.
the incident with my son teaching me that let the negative stuff come in so
Yeah,
I could learn that, hey, I can clear this myself, and it was some
for
pretty
sure.
crazy crap, but yeah,
We are all very powerful,
yeah.
powerful beings. We all come with some form of energy healing or,
Mhm.
some abilities to do all of this.
Right.
So it's really about learning and understanding it and releasing the denser stuff in life that kind of gives us easier
Right.
access to it. Um, Honestly, it's just about, some inner healing and deeper understandings, really. But we can all do it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But that doesn't always mean it's easy to do for ourselves. So, and sometimes I'm like, hey, Joelle, oh,
Right.
you know what this is? Are you get anything if I say this to you? Like we have to rely on each other too.
Yeah.
Mhm. For
I got
sure.
Archangel Michael on speed dial.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I feel like we even think of him and he just pops right in, like, what is it?
Oh yeah.
What can I do? He's so
What
helpful.
now?
He's snorting. Anyhow. Oh my gosh. Um, so
And it kind of goes into like our live yesterday, trust your intuition. If it feels off,
it
listen
is.
to it, because it probably is. And yeah, you
For
know.
sure. And I'll tell you, I get I get um oh, I lost the word, but I get approached by dark entities all the time. And there's a difference in them. And this is where we learn discernment.
Right.
Get connected to your guides, connect to them regularly because you'll understand how they feel
Yeah.
and how they're light filled. And then when something that is creepy comes up, you'll know instantaneously. Like sometimes they'll come up like behind me and I'll feel this
Yeah.
touch. And I'm like,
Ew.
That was gross, and it's like it's just a totally different but my guides will walk up and touch me, and I'm like,
Yeah,
"Oh, who's here?"
you're right.
But man, when it's some
Oh yeah,
yucky
it's
energy,
like yeah, it's like the
if
creepy
you
dude in a bar that would come up and hit on you. It's like, ew,
it's
go away.
exactly like that, it's creepy, and I'll be like, "Ugh, I don't know what you are, but no thank
Go away.
you."
Yeah,
Out. But there is definitely a difference, and, discernment's super important, and it's probably something we don't talk about enough. I don't even know if we really talked much about it yesterday, but we really need to discern wait, does this feel right? And if there's any ounce of you that says, "This don't feel right," then it's not right.
no,
If it's a guide and they're coming at you funny, they'll come back later. You
yeah,
just, dismiss it. All done. Archangel Michael, take this away.
right,
There's no sense in taking chances. And if you do have something happen and you feel like you can't get it to leave, then you just need to find someone that you trust that does this kind of work,
clear it.
that can help you understand why it's there and get rid of it,
Mhm.
right? And then what changes maybe you need to make in order to make sure that that doesn't
Right,
keep coming back at you.
right.
But if it's creepy, it is absolutely not a guide.
And there's so much coming at us right now too. I mean, they're
Yeah.
coming
Yeah.
full force and
Yeah. Well, we had a really interesting after our live that we did for Rachel yesterday.
yeah,
Um, it was my it was I think it was both. I think it was Jesus and
yeah,
I don't know, whoever it was that came through afterwards. We were still on here, but not live.
yeah.
And I was like, I'm getting hot. Somebody wants to come through, which is usually Shay. And they gave us this big new bubble of energy. And they were saying that there's kind of newer energies right now. And I was calling it murky. I was like, the energy is just murky, it's just weird. And that really cleared it out. So that was like
Oh,
super
I felt
neat
instantly
to hear
better
that.
after that. I was because
Really.
I was so drained all day, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
yuck!" And
And even my daughter who lives here with me, much better.
yeah,
She got sick, but it wasn't because of that. But
right.
the depression level and the heaviness and that
Oh yeah,
murkiness lifted completely. So, if you guys are feeling that, I know on my Divine Truth Healing YouTube, I have some free clearings on there.
right.
Go
They're
looking for
wonderful.
someone that you're drawn to, that you trust, that maybe has some clearings and see if that helps. If
Right.
not, find someone to get a little energy refresh or
Yeah.
like most of us, well, I know several people, I'm one of them, that offers like mini sessions to
Yeah.
harmonize energy or whatever. Like look for something like that, like get it straightened out.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we went in a different direction. Shocking.
Oh, we always
We do. I can't help myself. The more the internet teaches about ADHD,
right.
I'm like, oh, that one doctor I told was a quack because he called me that. I was like, no, he might be right.
Oh, I know I'm undiagnosed. Whew, it's
Oh,
crazy. That squirrel
yeah.
brain
Well,
is real.
I got plenty of diagnoses, but um overshare. Anyhow, um I got you all laughing. I don't even know where to go from here. Does anybody have experiences that you want to share about, any times that you've had anything like that happen? Share that with us if you do. Um oh, well, yeah, we just need to move on to who we were gonna
Yeah,
ask about
actually,
it. Is someone coming through? I know Michael was hanging around and
I don't think it's Michael. I think it's Metatron.
oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm sitting
You
here and
wanna
it's like, I'm just getting the who, how when
there he
he
is.
comes in and
Yeah.
it's, yeah, I think it's Metatron.
Okay. You pull in Metatron.
Okay.
Let's see what he has to say.
Hello, yes. The energies are much denser now. And like this one said, they are bombarding y'all with different frequencies, lower vibrations. And you do need more protection than normal, more clearings than normal. And that is why in one of my previous videos with this one, you can call in my white light as well to help clear a. She is showing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All I could see was a freaking Rudolph cartoon with his little nose going through the fog.
Oh,
Sorry, I lost. I'm sorry, Metatron, but that just tickled me.
well, that's what they get for
I lost
showing
it.
you that. That's funny.
Sorry, and that's what they do. They always show me movie and TV stuff to get okay.
Pull
Oh
yourself together,
lordy,
Joelle.
huh? I
Pull
know.
yourself together.
I don't think I ever can, but yeah.
Please just laugh with us, okay, guys? It's a day.
Yes, it is. But yeah, and he did show me that bright white light and that other
Yeah.
video he did that was
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
blinding but beautiful and just like would just annihilate whatever was around and transmute it and take it and okay, I'm
I don't
sorry.
know why I don't think to call Metatron in.
Huh?
I don't know why I don't think to call Metatron in. I think it's just an automatic to go to Michael.
Yeah, that's what we're used to, but yeah, he's around a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I don't know if I can bring him back in. I keep freaking laughing.
Want me to try? Is he think he has more to say?
I don't know, but damn. Okay.
Metatron, are you still here? Have
Hmm.
more to say? You want Joel to calm down? Do you care? Doesn't care.
I'm sorry. You're making me
Joel can't stop laughing. Let's see if I can pull him in. I don't know if I can either because you got me laughing. All right.
mute because I keep snorting.
We absolutely love your show because you are all so real. And yes, I did show her a funny image because that is one of the ways we communicate with her. So this one communicates in a different way. So we will try to continue with this message. You are all feeling different energy at this time. There are a lot of things happening that are causing the murkiness, as this one says, the heaviness and the dense energies. There are new and different energies coming around you all. And as Joelle already channeled, it is an important time to stay clear. These two received a message from us the other day to stay clear, to do more clearings, to stay vigilant at this time. This will not last forever, but at this moment, you may need more clearings. You may need more grounding. You may need more awareness and more presence to be sure that you are clear and comfortable and happy, which is what we wish for you all. So you are more than welcome to call me in with my light. I can do as any other and clear out what may be stuck for you or maybe surrounding you too heavily at any point in time. So know that all your guides and your angels are with you all times, and we are here. We are here to uplift you. We are here to help move you through the ascension of the earth and the changes that are taking place. So please feel free to call on any of us at any point in time. And as this one just mentioned to me, she just asked for the most appropriate guide or angel to come help her with situations. So if you are unsure in a moment, but you know that you need some assistance, just ask for the most appropriate guide or angel to come help you with whatever the situation is. And the most appropriate will come forward. It is simple, really. You don't have to complicate things all the time, but we will respond in whatever way if you are asking. Okay, like it was done now. I don't
Sorry,
know.
Metron. I
It's fine.
apologize. I just couldn't
They
quit
don't
laughing.
care.
It's their fault.
Judy, Rudolph, gotta love
Right.
analogies.
And it was a
It
good
was a
one.
little
It just, I
awkward.
don't know why it tickled me so much.
Maybe they wanted us to have that challenge where the other one just picks it up,
Uh,
right?
could
Because
be,
we are
yeah,
kind of in the same energy, right? We both put up the
right.
spirit circle. We get in the same energy together. So maybe they're teaching us that we can back up the other in a sense. That's wonderful.
It's,
I mean, he's great,
oh yeah,
really great, powerful, really kind of unique energy.
yes,
I always think of his energy as really unique and different in some way. It's super powerful, but
well, I mean, he was
in a
human
different
too.
way.
So, I
Hmm?
mean, he was human too. So
Mm,
he knows. You know, him and Sandalphon both were here.
right, right, that's
I
right.
mean,
He
I
was
think they all were, but we actually know of them.
right.
So, you know,
Or we think we know. I'm just kidding.
right. I think he knows
Uh,
our challenges better than the other. Is that what I'm trying to say?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Well, he would have a better understanding, you
yeah.
know. They don't get offended anyway. I mean, the majority of the time, I can't even get their correct names, and
Oh,
I
I
am
know.
just calling them some nickname. Most of my
I've had
guides
them
that I
before
have,
tell me different names because I couldn't
yeah,
understand what I'm like. How do you
they're like,
what?
just call me this.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like one the other day that I call Hatha, and I know that's not her name, but she's like, it's fine. We just can't always get it. Um, anyway, once again, off on a tangent. Um, you know what I feel like? I feel like we should do a clearing. I wonder, does Metatron want to do? Metatron didn't ask to do a clearing. You have anyone who wants to do a clearing?
All
I
right.
did ours yesterday. I should just tune into whatever that was. We never figured out who that was. Can we do the
That was
clearing
Shay.
for others that we did? That we did. Sorry, I have to talk to them out loud sometimes
Yeah.
because I have to get my thoughts straight. So can we call in who did our clearing for us the other day? Yes.
No.
Okay, so they are.
Uh-huh.
All right. We'll do a clearing and help give some of what they described to us as a kind of newer energy. I don't know that they gave us the other day. It was a little odd, and I'll apologize ahead of time if I sing light language. It's
It's
um,
beautiful. Don't listen
it's
to
been
it.
changing into tuning and singing and different things, and I don't know what'll come through. So, um, okay, so we're gonna do clearing. See if we can connect with these beings. And it is more than one being. Yes, we are present as we were with you and Joelle. We are happy to offer a similar clearing and some additional protection for those who watch this video, those who are present, and those who will watch it in the future. We would love to offer this energy to you to help clear out the denseness and the murkiness that is happening in your lives right now. So, if you are open and willing, please just open your hearts. If you are unsure, you can just step back. You can listen and watch later. That is fine. Ya na 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 skututo ya nya na 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 so ya na yo ya na ya no ya na yo no no skututo ya o ya na na so Ayana what we are wanting to do is make some space around you from the energies that are flowing through your collective at this time. That is where we are starting. Yan yana na sototoso yan ya ya. Ya 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 ne skototo ya. Ayanya namano soya ayanya. We would like to also fill that space with the love of the universe, with the unconditional love and uplifting energies to help to move you through this time. Yaya niya no suya. Ya no siyo. Ayaw. Yan yung. Ayas katotosyan. And we will bring in a grounding effect for you as well. Miyanaso ay tatayao. Yasaya tatasho. Yasaya niyanaso. We hope that you find this beneficial, helpful, and that it is what you are needing at this time. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to bring through this transmission. Sorry. Different. I don't know who that is.
I
It
wish you
feels like,
would.
oh, you know what I think it is?
Mhm.
I think that is my collective, which is my protector, the protector
Yeah,
guides. I think this is that collective.
because it's.
Um,
I don't know if you went back and watched yesterday, but it did the same thing today, where your sound completely went like
I
way.
couldn't because we weren't recording.
Oh shoot!
And I realized
Yeah,
that. So I was like, I have no idea what really took place because I'm not sure I catch it all.
it's
Um,
crazy how it's so loud and just wow.
it's
And I know you
very
didn't do
different.
anything different, but it's like that
Yeah,
was amazing.
that's what they told me to call them the A team. It
I
is
didn't know who it
absolutely.
was, so I just changed it to
We
Italian
didn't.
Cleary.
Oh yeah, thank you. We didn't yesterday either when that took
Yeah.
place. It was just like it just came right in and it came in to
Wow.
me. But yes, that's the A team. That is my protector. Yeah, yeah.
It's
So
such a
that
good
was very
clearing
nice of
too.
them. It made a huge difference for me, so hopefully it's going to make that
Yeah.
kind of a difference for anyone who might need that right now. There's nothing to fear from what's going on in our world. It's just
Yeah.
messy right now because we're changing and things are shifting and growing, and that is not always beautiful. So
Yeah.
sometimes there's heavier energies, and we just need space. I like that I did hear them say they were making space for us in
Yeah.
that so that we weren't so it didn't have so much pressure from it. I think is really how I felt. So hopefully that was helpful.
It was
I think we
beautiful.
covered pretty much everything we were going to cover today. Do you have more to add, honey?
No. My brain just went out the door with Rudolph.
No, I might just have to go take a little nap. Um,
Once I
we,
get to laughing, I can't freaking stop. I'm
I,
sorry, y'all.
we are so ridiculous, and we appreciate anyone who sits through our giggling. It's just kind of who we are, and we just can't help it. And we don't really want to be different, to be honest. So whoever can put up with us is wonderful. Um, I don't know. Anyhow, we really appreciate everyone
Oh,
coming and anyone who
absolutely.
watches on replay. The protections that we place before we start, it includes you as well. So it's a good safe space
Yeah.
for anyone.
Healings, clearings will work too. So
Yeah, anything that we do will work forever, and I've had some confirmation of that recently too, because I have a
yeah.
really old video somebody, watched and helped her. So we have that intention that it will carry forward as pure and clean and clear as we have brought it through. So know that you can do that. We will be back next Friday. Um,
It's going to be recorded
no,
next Friday
next
because it's
next
4th
Friday,
of July.
yes.
Yeah.
Next Friday is 4th of July, so we will pre-record and just stream a recording
Okay.
for that day. And we are going to focus on independence or sovereignty,
Right.
so something in that range. So we're going to make it kind of fit the holiday, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm sure Joelle probably has stuff to do. I'll be sitting at home, but
Oh, no. I don't
she's got
go
a family.
anywhere on the 4th of July.
But
Too
we
many
figured
drunks around here.
if we just, did a pre-recorded, then nobody has to be present. You guys can all check it out later. But we'll try to make it powerful and happy and good.
Oh
So,
yes.
we will, I guess, sign out.
Thank y'all.
Thanks for being here, and we send love to each and every one of you.